Welcome to Japan! You might recognize where I am. This is Shibuya, the busiest pedestrian crossing in the world. With a population of 127 million people, Japan is a very busy place. But as a landscape architect and a horticulturist, I've come to Japan this autumn to experience the quiet soul of Japan in its gardens. A few years ago I lived here for 6 months and I arrived in winter time when everything was very bare and brown. Then there was the bursting forth of the spring cherry blossoms, and after that there was a very hot, languid summertime. But I missed autumn and I've always regretted it. So now I'm back. Finally I'm going to see Japan's autumn gardens and I can't wait to share the experience with you. I'm going to base my adventures in Kyoto, but first I want to show you just one garden, my favourite garden in Tokyo. This is Koishikawa Korakuen. It's one of the oldest gardens in Tokyo. It was built around the 1600s, making it almost 400 years old. And it's a miracle that it exists really, because so many of Tokyo's old gardens were bombed by the Americans in World War II. 2 years ago when I was travelling around Tokyo from garden to garden, none of the gardens really captured my imagination. But then finally I found this garden. It's a gem. Let's go take a look. This is a garden designed for strolling in, and for its relatively small size, it has a really wonderful, intimate sense of atmosphere here. The way that it does that is by having very distinct zones. So here we have this open pond. There's not so many trees, so the light is just streaming in. Behind us, where we can't quite see, there's a rocky woodland which is very dark and mysterious. And here we have this artificial hill covered in perfectly manicured sasa grass or mini bamboo. The first time I saw this, it was so striking to me. I had just never seen something like this in a traditional Japanese garden. It reminds me of the work of contemporary landscape architects like Catherine Gustafsson, playing with landform and scale in a way that doesn't try to hide the sense of artifice, but actually emphasises it. And that's something you don't see very often in traditional Japanese gardens. I timed my trip to Japan to be perfect for the autumn colour in Kyoto. Up here in Tokyo, further north, the autumn comes sooner, but it also finishes sooner, so I wasn't quite sure if we'd still have good autumn colour here in the garden. And I'm really pleased that we do. Every year the autumn arrives in Japan in the far north, and it slowly works its way down to the south. So I've really enjoyed my time here at Koishikawa Korakuen, and now it's time to go to Kyoto. Hop on a train, let's go.